Jumrisu Bong Bong Tengah Clear. So hi everyone, welcome to our video series of our sales training. But today it is slightly different because I'm very excited to share with you that now we are going to launch our first Sales Mastery 1.0 course. So when is this training course is going to be held? It will be on the 9th and 10th of May on a Saturday and Sunday. So it will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So this will be for the course. So during this 2-day course, right, we will be going very fast and very excited in a fully condensed sales training course whereby we will be having our training in 3 parts. So part 1. Part 1 will be talking about the mindset, the quality, the characteristics, the habits, and the winning routines of a top salesperson. So because for sales, right, it is always the inner part that will bring out with complementing the strategies and the action plan that will bring out the best result. So we'll be talking solely on how to overcome your fear, how to have the winning mindset of planning and of talking yourself out of winning every day, how to make your day right regardless of what happens during the day. So this will be for the first part. Everything about the mindset of a successful salesperson. Secondly, we will also be covering on the strategy and the action plan. So as my mentor always shared with me, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So we will always be planning for our sales beforehand. Meaning to say, for the month or for the quarter or for the year, I'm already planning how am I going to get my sales? Am I going to achieve it? And how am I going to achieve it? It will be all in here. So, with the correct mindset and the correct strategy and the action plan, it is with for sure over time we will see results. Okay? And the last part, we will be talking about training and support. So do you remember in my previous videos on sales training, I've always shared that sales cannot be done overnight. So no matter how good my training is or any other type of seminar or courses is, in 2 days, you can only achieve this much. You can only remember this much. You can only implement this much. And after these 2 days, after a week, you will only retain maybe 50%, another 1 week, another 30%, and another month have gone. You will retain maybe 10 or 20% unless you are always implementing all these strategies or always reminding yourself how to act with this. So that's the reason why I have been spending time over the last few weeks or last week especially to really think, what can I do for you? What can I do different from other coaches, other seminars or other courses? Because the thing about course is, when you attend the course, you are very motivated. You are very powered. You are empowered. You are motivated. You are positive. You are enthusiastic. But it's only for the 2 days. After that, after 1 week, you'll be somewhat still a bit. After 1 month, you go back to your normal life, normal routine. Maybe your thinking has changed a little, you know a bit more, but knowing is not enough. Doing, then will make changes, because it's all about taking actions. So that's the reason why I want a course which is of enormous value to you. I want you to not only know, I want you to do, I want you to learn, and I want you to have support. So that's the reason why I will give you all my sales training videos in my private group when you join this course, because I believe I can only teach this much during the course, during these 2 days, and we need more training. And believe me, 2 days is definitely not enough. But 2 days, I'm able to give you a good idea of what qualities, what mindset for you to be tuned in as a good salesperson or as a top salesperson. What is a top salesperson thinking, and how are we thinking? How do we plan? How do we plan for our sales? For the day, for the week, for the month, for the quarter, for the year? And how do we achieve it? And finally, what support structure do I have to keep me going, to keep me learning? This is where we come in. So with this, I will share with you what are we talking about. So if I'm talking about mindset, it is like any motivational course that it easily costs between $500 to $1,000. But I value this at $299. And for the strategy and action plan, this is the most, I would say, worthwhile of the whole course. Why? Because I have been using, or my team have been using this for the past decade. When my company started, my mentor has been using this strategy or this winning system. It's a proven winning sales system that works for anyone, for someone who have no experience, or even if you have experience, provided you are willing to change or adapt to these systems. So this alone is worth more than 5,000, but I'm only valuing it at $999. With these systems, you're able to go to sell at any industry because you already know what works. As we all know, sales is a number game, but how do we make it to our favor? How do we plan for the numbers? It is all in here. I will tell you and I will teach you how do you plan, so that you know exactly by doing what action at which stage you can get better results. And I mean you can plan for your sales. And lastly, for this training and support, during this period of time, I will be giving all materials in the training. So I'm thinking about it should be about 8 weeks to 12 weeks that I'm talking about, that we have these training materials. But it will cover everything from the fundamental of the sales training. So meaning to say everything from how do you do prospecting, how do you get your leads, so how do you qualify your leads, how do you do a presentation, how do you make a phone call, so how do you do a presentation, so on and so forth. It will all be inside here, and it will be inclusive. Meaning to say, I will just post a video and you can at your own time and own target, because I understand for sales, right, or for working adults, or even if you are a business owner, if you want to sell, it is normally during Monday to Friday. And normally when you come back, off work is after 5 or after 6. Normally you only have weekends. Some are still working during Saturday, some during Sunday as well. So you only have 1 or 2 days. So my online training course, you are able to access anytime when you are available. So you can go in and look through and learn and practice. The important word here is practice. and we will have this Facebook support group whereby I will be going in from time to time to answer your question or to see your progression. So this is where our support and our whole team of motivated and enthusiastic salesperson who want to learn, who want to improve will all be here. So we will be encouraging, we will be having challenge to see who perform better over here. So this in value alone, I tell you, it is worth more than 5,000. But however, I'm only giving it a value of 999. So this is for the total value, it is over 2,000. However, as I'm going through this course, as I'm doing through the pricing of my course, I'm thinking I want to give access to normal people or to normal salesperson who want to learn, who want to have access to good training materials and yet do not have to pay a heavy sum or for many different courses. So that's the reason why now I'm only giving a special price of 399, and you can have all these three parts of my training inside my training program. So do understand this. For my Sales Mastery 1.0, in this sales training course, the objective is to be very familiar or to be skilled, to be trained in the fundamental of sales. That means we'll be covering everything from your mindset to how you think when you face rejection, how to overcome fear, to how do I plan for my sales, how do I project for my sales, how do I do my sales, how do I do my presentation, how do I do a cold call, how do I handle objection, how do I close the customer. And when I talk about closing customer, we are talking about closing on the spot. I do not want you to close the customer and let him tell you, oh, I will think about it, and you go back. I will be teaching you strategies on how you can sign and take the check on the spot or take the money on the spot. So these are some of the things we will be looking at. And of course, as I mentioned, continuous training is important, because even for myself, with a good mentor, with a good support team, I took 6 months. So can you imagine, if you are not in that environment, if you are not in the workplace whereby there are a lot of mentoring, a lot of coaching, a lot of training given to you, how much longer it will take. So that's the reason why I came up with this Sales Mastery 1.0. It is really to give you the full package of a sales training course. But definitely for training and support, it is online. But we will have exclusive training for those who are already my students to have meetings with me. But that's only exclusive at very heavily discounted price, whereby we'll be doing review and practice face-to-face or in a group. But for now, what I'm saying is, for $399, you'll be getting the mindset of a top salesperson, motivating you to know your reason why you want to take up sales, how you can do better in sales, what are the qualities, what are the characteristics you need to have, how you can perform better by thinking correctly, with the right strategy and right action plan, with the continuous support and the training. Because I don't want you to keep doing the same thing for paying for the course. After this course, you will know why you close a sale, why you didn't close a sale, and how you can close a sale. So that is the most important reason. And after attending this course, you should know where are you standing as a salesperson. Because in many instances, as a salesperson, you do not know when you are performing or which level are you at and what is the next level that you can go on to. So this, I will be covering this as well, so that at least you know, okay, so what is my next step, or what is the next level I should aim towards. So this is for my Sales Mastery 1.0, whereby it builds the fundamental of your sales career. So I hope that you can look this through. And I have to give 2 very serious pointers. Number 1, after attending this course, this is not magic. My course is not magic. I'm not a magician. I'm not Buddha. Meaning to say, after attending this course, you cannot expect yourself to, now I can sell. Now I think like a top salesman. Overnight, you become a top sales. It may work, but it doesn't work like this. Sales is a marathon. It is not a short sprint. Meaning to say, not, okay, I learn this, I do this, then I get result. It doesn't work this way. Sales is an ongoing process. If you achieve a good result, it only means to say you have reached a certain milestone. Just like if we go for a full marathon, whereby it is 42 kilometers, normally how do marathoners they reach their goal of the 42 kilometers? They make mental milestone in their mind. Meaning to say, what are the landmarks along the way? Example, I'm running from Phnom Penh to Patambong, 42 kilometers. So along the way, I have to reach the Royal Palace first. The next point will be Kopech. Then next point. So after I hit my first milestone, I will aim for the second milestone. So this is what sales is all about. So do not expect fast result or immediate result, because that is not sales. That is causes that get you perk up, or say I want to change your life, or I want you to earn instant money, I want to see instant result. This system definitely works, but this builds on the foundation. It is an ongoing work that you need to do. Meaning to say, it is a combination of your mindset and the hard work. So nothing comes free. There is no shortcut to success. That is my warning to you. If you want to be successful, you must be willing to put in the hard work, the sacrifices, and with a good system, with a good mentor, with the right training, you will take a shorter road to success. That is what I want to share. So I just want to remind you of this. Not say you attend already, you become very good all of a sudden or overnight. That will not happen. Secondly, during this course, I will be presenting in English. So if you are not so well versed with English, you must think, is this course for me? However, I will be getting a translator. It's just that how much percent can you perceive with the right value? You will have to think it through. Because I do not want you to come to the course and feel that, I never tell you about this. I never tell you that I'm presenting in English. Then that is not right. I want you to feel, today every cent they are paying is value for money. It's value for money and totally underpriced. Because I'm sharing with you a proven system that already works. So this is my objective of presenting this course, because I want all of you to get your sales fundamental correct. And for business owners who are interested in learning about sales, in getting your sales right, or getting the right system for your team, you can consider joining this. However, there will be another course strictly for business owners, because you need to know how do you create the right environment for your team. How can you create the competitiveness in your team? And how can you pass on the right culture, the right values, the right SOP, the right system to your team that works? So these are some of the things which are not within the scope. However, as I said, this course will cover all the fundamentals of sales. So you can still join to see if this course fits your criteria and is able to complement what you already have in your company. So that is all for my course. So I hope that you are excited as I am for this course that I'm offering at this great value, because I am sure and I'm very confident that I can give you the foundation or fundamental of sales that you require for a successful sales career. The reason is I've been through it all. So that's the reason why I'm here to share with you on how to get things right. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you can join us for this course. One more thing, the first 5 persons to register, you will receive 10% off. So after watching this video, do comment yes and give us your number, or you can call 011-288-222 to register now. Thank you for watching everyone, and I hope to see you in this course. Junrit Liu.